Morning. Welcome. Let's do some stretching. Welcome to Qigong Live Online this morning. It's another hot sunny day in Bali again. Mind you, in saying that, at Bali it's a hot sunny day every day, so it's pretty much the same thing except for the wet season. And this year's wet season was really short. It's only like a couple of months and then back to sunshine again, which is a good thing. Of course, that's why I live here. It's quite good when you stretch, you'll notice things that are stiff in your body, and I just noticed then when I turned my neck. I must have had my neck a strange way when I was sleeping last night, because about there's a little pinch, and so then there's a little bit of blockage in there, so we'll just get rid of that before we start training. So it's the same when you do any stretching. When you move your arms and you feel a little twinge, there's a blockage or there's just an energy needs to move. So it's a really valuable way of just getting the energy moving without even doing any Qigong, just to open up the body and get the Qi moving and the blood moving at the same time. There we go. This is turtleneck, eh? And it's just there. There it is. It's better. And do our shoulders. Hello. Josephine wants me to talk a bit. Hello. How are you? Can you hear that? Is that better, Jerome? I think somebody asked for it to turn it up a bit. No problem. Is Jerome on there, is he though?
Yeah, it just came on the screen.
Okay, cool. Jerome, welcome. And thank you for the water filters. If anybody lives in Bali, it's the man to see. He's the one who is selling the water filters. We have one ourselves, and we bought a couple more yesterday. And I gave them stuff, and he's got a campaign where he's giving them to needy communities and bunjas in Bali, and he's helping supply water, clean water to them. So I just want to congratulate you for that, and 100% support you what you're doing, eh? Well done. And the water's fantastic. I like it. It has a great taste too. Oh, Mandy. Morning, Mandy. How are you? Jennifer Kelly, Lisa, Mark. Morning, Mark. Well, two Marks. And Liv's there. Jerome, Miles, Nita, Pam, Sally, Serene, and Trish. Okay, that's it? Have I missed any?
Tash.
Who?
Tash.
Tash. Oh, Tash is here too. Very good. Elbows. And they haven't been banging across the road for days. Mark, and guess what they're doing this morning? Yeah, they're banging today. I just love that. I think they sat up there watching. They just started just now. Oh, it cracked me up. No, it's all right. Can't hear them. Now spine. Forward and backwards. Side to side. So this is for your knees, your hips, your spine, your neck, so everything's stretching. The other one. Ankles, knees, hips, spine, neck, and your shoulders. Very good to our hips. Stretch our hips a bit today. Yeah, put your hands out. Good. Your knees. Bend down. Heels on the ground if you can. And then stand up. Down. And your feet. Very good. So the body's all nice and relaxed. That's it before we start. It's a good place to start. So I'm going to do something quite different today. We're going to start with we're going to bow now, but we're going to start with I heard it when I was training. So we're going to do an exercise that comes out of the Chen Tai Chi. It's one of their warm-up exercises, and I'll do that for you. But first of all, we're going to bow. So stand with our feet facing 10 to 2, 2-finger gap between your heels at the back. Yep. Hands on the side of your body with your thumbs facing towards the back. They face toward the back like that. Roll back to the thumbs. Bring your hands around the front. Yeah. Now, the best you can, I want you to think of the planet, the whole planet that we're standing on, and think of you standing on top of the planet, wherever you are in the world, you're standing on the top of the planet, yeah? The very, very top of it. It goes from where you are and goes around in a big circle when you're standing on the top. That's it, cool. I want you to think of that. And I want you to think of all the other people in the classroom all around the world, where they are in the world. You won't necessarily know where they are, but think of the different countries in the world and around the planet, and you're going to connect to all of them. And how you're going to connect to them is not from the outside. You're going to connect to the centre of the planet and out to them that way. So we're all standing like a big, with a centre point, and it's all coming out to all the different angles of the world, coming to the feet of all these people. Yeah. Do the best you can with hold that in your head, but that's the idea. Yeah. So you're connecting to the other people through your feet. Yeah. Good. Yeah, like that. Very cool. That's it. Very good. And go. Bring towards your heart, and then down to your physical centre. Very cool. So welcome to everybody in class. And for those who are joining afterwards, who are watching it later on the recording, welcome to the class the same. Same when you're going just then, you connect with the energy. Even though might not be live, you're still connecting to the field that we've created today, and everybody else will know you're going in, so we'll all be able to feel it. Very, very cool. Well, might not all be able to feel it, but we have the presence of that, so we know that this connection gets bigger the more people watch it. Yeah. And it's nice to be united in the world today in a common aim today. We're addressing our energetic body, we're getting ourselves strong, we're building up our immune system, we're calming our heart, and we're quietening our mind and letting some peace and quiet inside our mind. And that's what we're doing today, and the Qigong's very good for this. And so we're going to do all of those, but we're going to start with something very unique. So we'll start with the right hand on top. Now, I'm going to do it so you got your right. I'm going to mirror you so you're seeing the same way I'm doing. So right hand on top. Yep, one underneath, yep. And all you're going to do is you're going to turn to the side, you're going to turn to we're going to go to, I'll go the same way, you're going to go towards your right side, and you're going to turn your hands over so both palms are facing towards each other like that, yes? Cool. And then you're going to come back to the front, and the bottom hand's going to come underneath to the top. Yep, that way. Then you're going to turn over, so the back hand's now facing that way, and when you come back to the front, the hand comes back underneath. Now, how to remember you do this is you roll the top hand that you've got, which is your right hand, you roll it back and the other one comes up. It's like holding a ball. Yep. And then when it comes back, the ball revolves around and you come back to the front. Yep. The back hand goes around the back and then it comes back to the front. Yeah. Top hand goes to the back. Back hand goes underneath. Yeah. Top hand goes to the back. Back hand goes underneath. Good. Turn. Turn. Good. So you want it there, you're going to stop it there, and then come back to the front and stop it there. Come back to the front, stop it there, back to the front and stop it there. So this is where you're going to be when you get to these places. You're going to be there, and you're going to be in the front, and you're going to be in the back, and you're going to be in the front. Cool? Now, what's happening with the hips is as I'm turning, all I'm doing is I'm turning my hips to the front, I'm turning the hips to the side. So the arms are actually moving. What's happening with the hands, the hips are turning, I'll exaggerate, so the hips are turning the arms around, the hips are turning the arms around. Hips are turning the arms back to the front, hips turning to the other side. So the motion of the arms has been moved by the hip direction. The hips move to the side, hips move to the front. Good, perfect. So are you ready? Are you ready for the test drive? Now remember, you're there at this side, and you're there in the front, and then you're there at that side. Good. So when we move this together without stopping, it looks like that. It's like rolling your hands around the ball. Yeah. Now, if you get a bit out of coordination with this, which is quite possible, yeah, you get out of sync with this is what you're going to do. You're going to go back to starting from here, and you're going to roll back with your top hand comes to the back hand comes to underneath. Top hand comes to the back, bottom hand comes underneath. So just go back to that. Yeah? If you get a bit lost, be okay with that. If you've never done this before, your body doesn't know what it's doing. So you're teaching your body to do something it's never done before, yeah? Now, stance. Have your knees bent. Yep, so you're standing in a single horse stance with your feet apart. Yep, you got your knees bent, tuck your bum underneath, tuck your bum forward, your pelvis forward, hang from your head string, yep? So we've got that idea of our back's nice and straight and you're sprung. So when we're turning, oops, go this way. When we're turning on the bended knees are turning, yep? Cool. I don't know why I haven't done this exercise for a while, so it came to me today, so somebody that's watching or somebody who's going to watch needs to do this exercise. It's very good for the coordination of the right and left hemispheres of your brain. Well, the other thing when you're doing this exercise, keep your shoulders down, eh? Don't pick your shoulders up, because you'll have a tendency to do this when you turn. So keep them down. And all it's turning is your arms are turning around, yeah? And see the elbows down? Elbows down. Comes out, elbows down. Turns around. So don't lift your elbows up and do this. Don't do that. Keep your elbows down. Turns around that way. So the ball is coming, small ball. Yeah, very good. It's a very cool exercise. It's really good for your heart. Yep. Good for your heart. It's good for your kidneys. This one also is good for your hip joints and your knee joints. Yeah. Cool. We happy with that one? Good. Just when you thought you were going to go good with that, we're going to go back the other way, which is now the top hand's going to come to the front. Yeah? And the back hand's going to go over the back and over the front. So we're doing the opposite way. Remember? So the back hand is coming underneath, or the front hand's going down the front, comes back over the back, and then it rolls over the front. The back hand comes up the back, over the top. So you're rolling the ball over. Comes around the ball, roll the ball over. Comes over the back, roll the ball over. Very cool. Roll the ball over. Roll over. You can see what happens with the bottom hand. This hand comes in, this hand turns around and rolls back over the ball. Stop in the middle. Stop here. To the middle. To the side. Rolling out. Very good. So you'll be Tai Chi masters after this one. This is a practice that you can do. It's a very, very cool exercise to warm up the whole body. Warms up the hips, knees, ankles, the spine, shoulders, elbows, arms, wrists. Does everything, eh? Leading from the hips? Okay, yeah. So Josephine just pointed out, so she's watching some of you do the exercises, so don't mind, because she's trying to help you. So just lead this from the hips. This is not a shoulder exercise, it's a hip exercise. The shoulders are moving, but the hip's driving this forward. The hip comes around, the hips move forward. So think of you bringing your hip back, and then think of bringing your hip back the other way. So the hips are moving. Yep, very cool. Thanks, Josephine. Forward. Keep your elbows down. This is a practice thing too. I don't expect you to get this one 100% the first time you've ever tried this before. Remember, your body has no muscle memory of this. It has no idea how to do this. Good. We'll just do a couple more each side. Good. And then I want you to turn the ball over. Good. And I want you to move your hands in and out like that and feel the energy between your hands, yeah? And you'll be able to feel it. Now if you've got a dark floor, you'll be able to see the energy going like waves across between your hands, yeah? And you'll see the energy waves going between your hands. And don't be okay if you can't see it, and don't be okay if you can't feel it either. It's just a practice thing. And the more the energy comes to your hands, the more you'll be able to feel it. Just get stronger and stronger. If you don't, you can go a bit closer if you want to and try that. And remember there's two yin surfaces. This is the yin surface. So it's like the negative surfaces on a magnet. You know how you have positive and negative on a magnet. Where you start putting the two negative, you know when they push each other away? You push them and they push themselves, you put them the other way and they snap shut. Well, this is that thing. So when you're pushing it, you get the spongy feeling because they're two yin surfaces. So I'm pushing it, I've got to feel like I've got to really push it because the energy is repelling each other. And the more you go tighter, the harder it is. It's just like it's compressing it, yeah? That's why when you clap, it makes such a loud noise. Did you know that? Here's a piece of relevant information. If you do it that way, of course, it's the yin and yang. Hear the noise? But if you do it this way, it's like a thunderclap because you've got two negatives hitting negative there. Has a very different sound, yeah? And that's the two energies whacking, and that's why it has a very different feeling than that one, yeah? And if I hit it, see the sound's different, yeah? It's just that. There you go. Okay, so I want to go and do, I feel good now, an exercise. We're going to go and do an exercise from the Bhagwan Jin, holding one hand to smooth the liver, spleen, and, I have to think about the other one, lungs I think it is. And so we're going to stand here, and but I'm going to step back a bit so that I'm in focus still. I'm going to step forward with the right hand. Step forward with the right hand, that's pretty difficult. I'm going to step forward with my right foot. Actually, I'll do it the same way you, so I'll mirror you. There, step forward for the right foot, and at the same time with the right foot, you bring the right hand up. So I'm mirroring you, yeah? So this hand's up, and it's looking towards heaven, yeah? And the other hand's facing towards the ground. If you'll see the Bhagwan Jin course, is the picture I've got on the front of the Bhagwan Jin course. This is the exercise. And you're holding that. Now, all the weight's on the back foot. There's no weight in the front, it's just touching the ground. It's just resting on the ground. And all the weight's on the back foot. The knee's bent, and I'm standing on the ball of the foot. So I'm standing on my kidney points and all the toes, and the heel's just touching the ground. There's no weight in it, it's just sprung on it. No weight in that one foot, sitting on the ground. That hand play, don't have it straight, have it slightly bent. You don't want to have it straight, it'll lock the energy, so bring it back. And the other one's facing towards the ground, so we have a connection to the earth, and we have a connection to the yang towards heaven, yeah? Like that. Cool. Now we're going to bring the foot in. As the hand comes down, you bring the foot in, yeah, and then you come around. Now I'll do the transition right from the start. So the hand comes down, it's like it makes a scoops at the bottom, and then it comes up, palm comes up. And then you change weight. As you go across, you change weight onto the left foot. Then the right foot and the hand come up together till you end up palms up, both palms up, stepping forward with the left, and then both hands, one turns down and one turns up like that. That'll keep you busy. Very cool. Well done. We'll do the transition again, and then we'll sit in the posture. So it comes down, bring the foot and the hand in. It bounces off the ground, scoops energy off the ground and comes up. At the same time you bring your foot and your hand comes up, step forward and both palms are up, and then turn one up, one down. That way. That'll do for now. There's a more stylish way of doing it, but that'll be fine for today. Good. Now when you stand in this posture, I want you to breathe in through the bottom hand, breathe in through this hand, across your shoulders, and breathe out through that hand, out through Lao Gong into the sky. Yep, so you breathe in through the ground, breathe out through the sky. Good. If you can't feel it, just do a little circle with this hand and you'll be able to feel the energy coming out of the palm of your hand. Yep. If you can't feel the top one, do a little circle with the top one, you'll be able to feel it too. Yep. Good. And then bring it down, bring the foot in, change the weight. Change weight. The palm comes up first, then the other palm comes up too. Step out, turn, and palm up, palm down. Now looking towards this hand. I know you're looking at the screen, but as soon as you see me in this, go back to your hand. Breathing in through the bottom hand, around the shoulders, and out through this hand. So it's activating all the yin and yang meridians, the 3 yin and the 3 yang meridians in your arms. Cool, we'll do one more each side. Now this time I'm going to add another piece to it. Bring it in, comes bounce, arm comes up. Both palms up, then turn them down. Good. So we're going to add another breathe point. So now we're going to breathe in from the back leg, and it's going to go out through the hand, and we're going to breathe in through the palm. So we breathe in through the palm of the hand and the leg at the same time, and it's both breathing out through the hand. Good. Next thing, breathe in through the foot, through the hand, and you breathe into your heart, and then when you breathe out from your heart, out through your hand. Yeah. So breathe in from the lower hand and the back foot to your heart, and then breathe out through the hand. Very good. Bring your hand down, bring your foot in. We'll do the other side one more time. Palm up. Stepping out, bring the foot and the hand together, stepping forward. Both palms up, turning. Good. Remember breathing in from the leg. Now the other leg, now you'll be breathing in from the left leg. Or from your right leg, sorry, you're doing the other way. Bring the leg in, up the leg, into the hand. So you're breathing in through 2 points from the ground and breathing out through the hand. Just relax the shoulders, keep the shoulders relaxed. And bring your hand down, bring your foot in, and then come back to the front. Very good. Now we're going to go to the Sheba Shu system, Sheba Shu Tai Chi Qigong, and we're going to bring our hands up to the front. Well, actually, before you do that, rock onto your heels. Put your weight onto your heels. Keep your toes on the ground though, but have your weight on the heels. Bring your hands straight forward. Keep your shoulders down. Palms towards palms. And then as you open, rock forward into the front part of your feet. Keep your heels on the ground though. Rock forwards, the weight's on the front part of your feet. And then rock back onto your heels as you close. And then lower your arms. Yep. Bring your hands, don't rock forward yet. You only rock forward and backwards as you open and close. As you open, rock forward. And as you close, rock back. This exercise is called Embrace the Mountain. The second exercise is for your heart and for your lungs. Breathing in, long breath in. Keep breathing in. And then breathing out. Rocking forward and rocking back. And just keep your shoulders down. Just let the arms float. So they feel like they're just floating by themselves. So use as less muscles as possible. Just let the energy move them. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Keep your shoulders down. Good. You could ask me how I know your shoulders are up, don't you? I could see. So your shoulders down. Good. Of course, it wasn't you, Mark, though. I know your shoulders wouldn't be up. Really did. This exercise is good for insomnia because it's to do with the heart. It's good for insomnia, not sleeping well. Good for palpitations or shortness of breath. You get palpitations, you feel your heart beating. This exercise is good for that as well. When you do the exercises, come to me what we're going to do. It's interesting. Make sure I'm not standing by the tree. Good. We'll just do one more time. And it's called, I've got to think of the name of it too. Crane flies south for the winter. There you go. It's out of the long life system we've just finished. So this is a bit more technical, this one. So we're going to go, I'll do the same too. You're going to go to the right side first. Yep. So as you go to the right side, you're going to pick your leg up. So it's a one-legged standing exercise. The hands come up. Just like Karate Kid. And then you're going to bring your legs kind of come down as your hands come down. Josephine's got to come and do this exercise. Comes up and comes down. Good. Now there's another part to this. As it comes down, the hands go to the bottom. Then the hands come up and they touch at the top. And it's the back of the large intestine and the lung channel touch that one. They touch that one and they come down. Keep your shoulders down. Good. Then we'll go to the right side again. The hands come up, one leg. Now if you're wobbling around, it's okay. I'm going quite slow, but if you're wobbling around, it's fine. And then bring your hands down. Good. Then the hands come up to the top. And the hands go down. Comes up. Comes down. Just let the body flow, let the arms float. Good. Bring your hands down. And you might find there's more balance on one side than the other, and that's okay as well. Stand on one leg. If we haven't practiced standing on one leg, then you might wobble a bit, but it's okay. It's a practice. Good. Now watch the body slightly. There's a slight up and down movement in the body. So we're going to go down when the body goes down, slightly. And then we're going to go up when the body steps up. But it's not right up because the leg's still bent. The leg I'm standing on is still bent. And come down. Goes down. Then it comes up. Comes down. Good. Comes up. Just let the arms float. Comes down. Last one. Oops, bit of a wobble then. Comes down. So the floating arms, I just want to talk a bit about that. So we're trying to move our arms with energy. It always moves with energy anyway, but what it normally has, our mind thinks we have to use muscles to lift your arm. That's what our mind thinks. And we don't know anybody else because nobody's ever told you there's another way. And there is. So the arm will actually float by itself energetically. The arm moves energetically, and then the muscles control the energy. Yep. So when you send your mind a message to your arm and say, "Arm, please lift," the arm immediately goes like that and lifts up. Immediately, what happens is that the energy starts moving the arm, and then the muscles hold the energy and control the movement of the arm. It's not the other way around. The muscles are not moving the energy; it's the other way. The energy is moving, and the muscles controlling it. So the more you relax muscles, the more the energy will just float your arms. Of course, our fear is if we let the muscles go, control of the muscles, our arm's going to do that. I did that really well. So you're letting go that pressure. So to actually move, anytime you need to move, you actually got to let go. You've got to move. So example, I've done this in class a few times. If I want to move from a standing position like this, we'll use this one example. If I want to move from here, standing, and if I want to move from here and I want to go that way, I went to the left, or your right, sorry, I went to your right, and then I come back again, yeah? But what I've got to do to do this, to get to that way, I have to do something first. And usually I ask everybody, but you can't answer me, so I'm gonna tell you. So to move from here in a static position, all the leg muscles and all the spinal column and all the muscles, the whole body that's making you stand upright, otherwise you just fall over, they're all holding you in a certain sort of rigidity. And the rigidity is important because you need some sort of rigidity, otherwise you just fall in a big puddle on the ground. So you're holding this posture. To actually move from this posture, you've actually got to let muscles relax, otherwise you can't move because you're stuck here. It's like a tripod, you're just stuck. You've actually got to relax, but then you can move the body. Well, what happens, as soon as the body relaxes, the energy starts moving, and then the muscles grab hold of it. It's a bizarre experience, but try it with you, see how we go. So just stand in the middle, and then move to one side, doesn't matter which side you do, and then watch what you have to do to start moving. Yep. So go back to the center, relax, and then you can move, but you can't move if you don't relax. So then if you understand the principle of that, then all movement comes from relaxation. Yeah, isn't that fantastic? You have to actually relax to move. I have to relax the sinews in the arms. I'm just going to get a glass of water, I might get the throat. You have to relax the arm so the arm can actually move. Yeah. Otherwise it can't move. And then it really comes back down again. Yeah. So I have to relax the muscles so the body can float, but it'll all float by itself. And that's the strange thing. And Qigong teaches you how to let the muscles go and let the energy move your arms. And I'm a big guy, and look, the arms are just empty, they float. And it's the weirdest expression, and going to the gym and lifting weights is great for muscle power and muscle strength, but there's something about that when you let go the muscles, there's something else happens inside the body, and the body will move by itself. It's a strange experience, and it just flows. You might have had this experience if you ever stood in the door jamb when you were a kid, and you put your hands against the door jamb, and you push out, and then you step out from the door jamb, and the arms float up. Yeah, that experience. Well, that's how my arms feel all the time. They just float. So when I'm doing these exercises, they float up because I've learned how to let the muscles go. And if I turn them over, they just turn over just by letting the muscles go. And they come like that. Yep. So I wanted to bring that to you before we do the next exercise because it's important we do that. I'm just going to have a quick glass of water. Hang on. It's hot here. It's just sweating like crazy. Yeah, so we're going to go into the heaven and earth exercise, and I want us to experience what it feels like to have the arms floating, so it's important. So we'll start with our hands. Now, the exercise we do, which one are we doing today? What haven't we done? Oh, the one came to me. I always do the one that comes to me instantly, and it's the third eye today, so you're going to open your intuition today. They call it the third eye, and I know you said one of the other classes, not your third eye, it's your first eye. These are your second eyes, and this is your first one. This is your intuition. This is the ability to be able to see without looking, and that's to be able to... we all do this all the time. We don't realise we do it, but we do, and I'll give you an example. If you stand in front of somebody, you meet somebody for the first time, you shake their hand, you immediately see them for who they are with this one. Yep. You already know what they're like. You know whether they're a good person or not a good person. You know if they're frightened, scared, happy, sad, mad. You can feel it instantly. And it comes from this one. And then our mind overrides that and starts looking at other things and listening to what they say. But if you could stop there and just listen to your third eye straight away when you look at them. Now remember, your third eye is connected to your heart as well. It goes from your heart, third eye. So then you can actually see, not that you need to go around evaluating people, but that's not the whole point of it. I just use that as an example. You could do it by touching a tree. My third eye, from my heart to my third eye to the tree, yeah, and I just ask the tree, is the tree okay? Yeah, and it, bizarre. The tree just said it likes this tree to hear, so that's another thing altogether. So it's a happy tree. It's a frangipani. It's a beautiful tree and it has these beautiful flowers, yeah. And so it likes its training there. So I didn't know that because normally I train on the other side in the afternoons as well. So it gets 2 lots during the day. So that's really cool. So our third eye, hit intuition, yep. So we're going to open that today. And the exercise starts from here. I'm going to do the exercise quickly for you and just show you what happens if you haven't done this before, especially for the people who come in later. It comes from the palms to the side, palms facing towards the ground, palms facing towards heaven, then palms rotating over facing across the planet. Then you bring your hands around, palms towards palms, sword fingers to sword fingers, 2 fingers touch the thumb and these 2 fingers together. Yep. Then they turn around and they go together like that and they point towards your third eye, but don't let them touch your third eye, keep them out from the third eye. Yep. Cool, out there like that. And then bring your hands down. Cool, that's the exercise we're going to do. And that's going to bring the energy from the earth that we're standing on like we did at the start of the class, and then we're going to go the other way to heaven. Now, remember, heaven's not necessarily out there. Heaven's all around us above the earth. So anything above the earth is, in Chinese medicine, is just considered as heaven. It's not way out there in the sky somewhere. It's actually, we walk in it. We walk in heaven. I love that experience, the terminology. So we're standing in it, and we're standing on the earth. So the yin of the earth, yang of heaven. Yep, cool. So we stand with that. We only move our hands on the out breath. So breathe in, feel the body expand. Body expanding. As you breathe in your arms, you breathe in your legs, you breathe in your whole body, breathes in and out. Yeah, it's not just breathing in, you are breathing in and out through your mouth into your lungs. But what we want to do is breathe our whole body, so our whole body feels like inflating to deflating. Yeah. So we have this whole idea, the pulsation of the whole body. Yep, this feeling. Yep. If you people that have ever done body talk uses circadian rhythm, our circadian rhythm, our body. Our spinal column, the fluid inside our spinal column expands and contracts. Yeah, we have our heart beating, pumping the blood, creates a rhythm through the body. But our spine goes in and out too, and they can feel that. And you can hold your arm, and if you're really sensitive, you can feel the arm expanding and contracting from the circadian rhythm that we have in our arms. Same with the legs. Every part of it does that. So interesting, and they just have to be sensitive. And it's like anything, you can practice to do that. So we're learning not only the circadian rhythm, but we're breathing energy from the outside into our body, let the body inflate, expand, and then breathe out. Cool? So that's what we're doing. Every time we breathe in, the whole body's expanding, breathing out. So I thought I'd just explain that. Palms towards the ground. Yeah. Take a breath in, feel the come up from the ground, and in heaven, breathe in. And then breathe out, move your hands to the side. Take a breath in. Feel the body expand. Breathe out, move the hands. You only move on the out breath. Now both palms are facing towards the ground, so you can feel the energy coming out of the palm of your hands in the ground. Take a breath in. Expand. Breathe out, let the hands float around. Now they're facing towards heaven. Now they're into yang, into heaven. Good. Good. Take a breath in again. Breathe out, let the hands rotate over to the facing towards the front. Good. Take a breath in. Feel the body expand. Feel like your fingers are being pulled to the side. Good. And then breathe out and bring your hands around. So come around, palms towards palms first. You'll be able to feel the energy between the 2 palms. Then bring your hands closer together. Keep your shoulders down. Bring it sword fingers. Back of sword fingers to the back of each other, so they touch the back of each other like that. And towards the third eye. Don't let it touch, be out from the body, so there's a gap between your fingers. Yep. Well, don't do the twist, I just did that. Just hold it there. And relax your shoulders, bring your arms down. And think of the energy from the earth coming up through the ground, through your arms into your third eye, and the energy from heaven coming from Barkway on the top of your head, yeah, and then coming into your third eye. Good. And then we're going to pull your fingers apart, and you're going to open your third eye. Yee-hee! Now we can see. Very good. And then close, bring your hands down and bring all the surplus energy back into your lower dantian. Very good. So what I want to bring our attention today to this exercise, I think it's a very valuable thing, is that when you open your third eye, all your stories that you have in your head dissipate, they disappear. So the stories about how we think people should be, how we think the world should be, how we think we self should be, and how we think our partners and our friends should be, all that just disappears, because when you open your third eye, it doesn't have all those stories at the back. It doesn't have all those filters to go through, that all of our opinions and ideas of how the world should be, they disappear, because when the third eye's open, you see the truth. You see the world for what it really is. And so then you can see both sides. And you can see different opinions, and they all are opinions, and you can even see your own opinions, and you see them for what they are. And it's a very, very beautiful thing to be able to do, is to disseminate. But disseminate? I think that's the right word. What's that right? How do you pronounce that word, darling? Disseminate? Okay, whatever that word is. Somebody can tell me how to pronounce that word. Disseminate. I think it's pretty close. Be able to tell the difference, anyway, between the truth and just people's stories and people's ideas and concepts, and be able to see past all that to see the bigger picture, to see what's going on. So I just want to use this as an example, because I think there's no judgment inside the third eye. There's no judgment. There's just being able to see. So do it again. As I say, it gets past all your stories and all the ideas and opinions. It gets past all that and all the teachings and all the doctrinations and all that sort of stuff, and you can just see. But we'll do that one. I think it's a good idea today. Take a breath in. Let the body expand. Breathe out, move the hands to the side. So disseminate. Could be disseminate. Oh, I've got to go and check now. How do I when I finish? Take a breath in. Breathe out, let them float to yin hands, connected to the earth. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Good. Take a breath in. Feel the body expand. Breathe out. Rotate the arms. Good. Breathe in again. Feel your fingers going right out. And bring it out. Bring your hands around. Keep your shoulders down. Palms towards palms. Sword fingers towards sword fingers. Back of the sword fingers to back of sword fingers. Then bring them towards your third eye. Bring your shoulders down and just rest. And breathe in from the ground and breathe in through heaven into the point. Good. Then open the eyes. Pull them apart and open your third eye. And look out. Bring your hands down. Bring the remaining chi or the surplus chi back to your dantian. Good. Good. I want you to look out, look right out. And I'm telling you, looking from your eye, your third eye, but look out and see a distance. See it wide. Don't see it narrow down there. Don't see the ground. See that with your third eye. Keep going. Further out. Keep seeing bigger, bigger, bigger. Where you're standing, even if you're in your room, look out through the window. See out through the window. Imagine looking out with your third eye outside of the building behind you that you can't see. But look out from that place. Let it go right out. So you can not necessarily see it with these eyes, but you can see it with that eye. Feel it. Very good. And hold that idea of that. Now if you can, I would encourage you to do after this class is take the idea of what that feels like to look out from that eye and go outside and go for a walk. And when you're walking, don't look at anything from your eyes so much, but look from the third eye and just look at all of it at one piece. Just keep going around it. Look way in the distance in the horizon and expand it so it's way wide. So you're walking down the road and you feel like you're walking in this huge thing, that ball, and you're walking in it. Yeah? And don't just look just in front of you or the car's going past or wherever you are. Look out, take your vision right out so you see a huge, big piece of it. Good, and hold that. That's my encouragement for the day. Enjoy that walk. We're just going to do the opening and closing the lower dantian just to get rid of any perverse chi that's built up. Yep. So bring your hands onto our dantian. For women, you need to bring your right hand with your left over the top. For men, left with the right over the top. Yeah. Bending down. Keep your back straight. Lower yourself down. Bring your hands to the side. And we're pushing any perverse chi out of our lower dantian. Breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe out. Push it out. Good. Breathe in. Push in, breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to do one more, eh? Turn your hands over, push it out. It's like getting any perverse chi out after we've been physically trained or energetically trained. We're pushing out all the perverse energy out of the body to clean our physical centre out and stand up. There you go. So our physical centre now is full of energy, but all the perverse chi is gone, so we should feel nice and strong. You'll feel really clear now with that exercise we've done, so you'll be able to see more. And enjoy the experience of that. It's a fascinating thing. You'll walk out your gate or you'll walk out something and you look into the distance, and you'll see things in the distance you've never noticed before. You'll see a mountain or a tree way down the end that you've never seen, because we normally don't look that far. We look just I can't remember, they've done research on it, about how far people look ahead of themselves. And it's not much. It's only a few metres ahead of themselves. And that's as far as most people look. They don't look any further than that. And as I say, they've done research on it. It's got to do research on something, I suppose. So this time, what we're not doing, we're going to look right out and look at the big picture. Look at that and enjoy that experience. We're just going to bow out for the class. So the people that have come in after the live class, just like to welcome you and thank you for coming to the class, and know that we're all connected, and we're going to bow again, but you're already connected to us, and we're going to stay connected. And when you bow, you connect to all of us. You connect to me, and you connect to the heaven and earth that we've just done. We connect that. The course starts, the exercises, the course I'm doing, an online course on the heaven and earth exercises starts on Thursday this week, a couple of days. And it's for 4 days. So come along, if you've got some time, come along. They're all the exercises, the classes we're doing are live. And there's live Q&As, and we've got lectures on all. We're doing 5 elements. We're doing yin-yang theory, the applications, medical applications of all the exercises, and we have discussions about the 24-hour clock, about what happens during the 24-hour period in our body in Chinese medicine. And so come along, and if you've got some time, come and do it. It's a fantastic course. People love the heaven and earth exercises. They're very, very cool. And as I say, it starts on Thursday for 4 days if you want. It's the second live one we've done. The last live one was fantastic. It's surprising. I thought, you can't replace a live training with somebody, but we can't do that at the moment. So we're doing live online ones, which is, they have their own energy. They're not the same. They're totally different, but they're still quite cool. They're different in their own way. Eh? So if you've got some time, come and do it. You'll love. And these exercises are really good to calm your heart and to build your energy in your body, make your immune system really strong. But what it does is calm your heart and your mind. Well, you calm your mind and quieten your heart, whichever way you want to see it. So see you on the course. Hope you can come along. Just on Thursday's class, because we're running the course on Thursday, there won't be any 9 o'clock class in the morning. So the next Thursday class, well, we're actually doing the Thursday class in the afternoon now anyway. There'll be the following Thursday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So as I say, this Thursday's afternoon class, there won't be a class because I'm running the course. Okay. Cheers. And we're just going to bow out. Put your hands on the side of the body. Roll back onto your thumbs. Bring your left hand underneath, right hand on top, 2 thumbs together. Now I want you to think of all the people in the world today that are having trouble today. There's a bit of suffering in the world today, and there's a bit of hardship in the world today. I want you to send from your heart energy out to the people today. Go. Make a fist with your left hand, cover it with your right. Bring it towards your heart. And then down to your physical center. Very good. And then step back from where you're standing. And then bow to everybody that's in this class today. And everybody that comes into the class later on, we will bow together. And have a beautiful day, everybody. And thank you for the people who come to the class live. My special thoughts are you to come keep me company in the mornings while I'm training. So we like to keep each other company. So have a beautiful day today, eh? Bye-bye.